Hi everyone, New England Gardening here. Just a quick video in the greenhouse. Man, it is hot. It's like 107 degrees in here. And a little bit of a breeze, so hopefully that'll regulate the temperature somewhat. I have to take this panel off here and put the louver, or put the vent back the way it was originally. I'll leave the north-facing ones off. I think I gotta put another one on there, or either have a solar-powered exhaust fan on the back. But yeah, it's kind of hot in here, but the fig trees seem to be taking it. I did up-pot this. I had to have my UC Davis Acacia Black again, so I had bought this last year off of FigBid, and I've got some good figs here making progress on this Acacia Black. Other than that, here's some small figs here. I forget the name of that one. I think that's they keep on Hativ Argentine, native Argentine. I don't know, there's some name for it. Somehow the names got messed up. But I think I bought that on FigBid too. But this here is Black Madeira, and I don't see anything else happening here. Oh yeah, there was a fig I see on this here, on the De La Roca. Some small figs. But yeah, these Acacia Black seems to be like in the greenhouse here. At least so far. It's going to be really hot, or it's going to be this temperature for the rest of the week, I guess. This is looking a little ragged. I think this has got, fig mosaic virus, and although this, well, I thought this was the one from Encanto Farms, and this is looking greener. I'm pretty sure this is the UC Davis Black Madeira. The size of the figs there, about the same size as this here. But it is hard. Dope. Just have this little panel here across so the rabbits don't jump in. I don't know if they'd be interested in eating that, but yeah, those figs are really progressing on the Acacia Black. But other than that, I haven't planted anything. This here, it was a weed blocking the sun out of everything. But I had planted these last year from seed, or I got them to germinate last year. So they were growing during the summer and they survived during the winter. This is cardinal flower. So those are all small cardinal flower plants. And at least the larger ones here, 1, 2, 3 maybe. These look similar. It's about how many seeds I had, and I think I washed them down to one end. When I watered, wasn't level, pot wasn't level. But I really want to use this pot, but I don't want to disturb these in the heat. So I need to order some pots, commercial grade pots off of eBay. Some, I guess, but I have 10-gallon pots. But that's about it. I have blueberries that are really coming along. I got to start thinking about getting some chicken wire. Another layer over this. Look at this. Look at the size. Look at the cluster here on this. And this is Patriot. This one here is a smaller, I think it's a later season. So this is an earlier season. Not just bigger, but I think an earlier season. And this here, which is, let's see what we got here. keep on forgetting the names of these. Northland. Northland is a tall bush. So I've been meaning to, I wanted to do an aerator on this, but I haven't gotten around to it. The one in the back here, that might be just those ones from New Jersey, one of those heirloom varieties. Yeah. And I've got some blueberries in the ground here. I just put some soil acidifying fertilizer down, a natural, not the stuff with the aluminum in it. And they're really coming back, getting a lot of new growth on these. And I lost one last year. It was in the center here, but this is putting on a lot of new growth. And I did a video once. I made a blueberry pie. The blueberry bush. Maybe I lost two. I thought there was another one here. But yeah, no, this is getting some new growth on it. I haven't had a groundhog problem yet so far, so they'd probably chomp on those. I've got this out of control raspberries. And somewhere in there I can still see some leaves. There's another blueberry bush, but it's not doing too good. And then this one here really came back strong. It got nibbled on when the snow was really up high by the rabbit. Same time it was gnawed off two branches from my apple tree here. And I've got this also out of control trumpet vine. No, not the trumpet vine. This is honeysuckle. Yeah. So I just planted, for some reason I just would never get around to getting this lavender in the ground. I had started this from seed and only ended up with two left because I would slowly lose them. I think it's been like 3 years I had them in these pots that the roots would grow through into the soil. I had one sitting in the tub there with the blueberry bush, and then I just put these in the ground, and so the flowers coming out on them. But I got asparagus here, and I got a couple of good strawberries. So I'll try to propagate the runners off of these. But I had all these raspberries here. I had them in a pot next to this raised bed. They grew underneath, the roots went through the pot into the soil, burst up through the raised bed here. And maybe I'll take the new growth here, but it's just difficult for me to. I noticed all the bumblebees are really loving the flowers on the raspberries. And I just got rid of a raspberry bush, or I cut it down. That again, it was in a pot. I think that's the pot right there. And it grew through the ground, and then it came up through here. I think it really thrives growing underneath like concrete where the soil's cool. And it was just blocking. I have to do something with I forget the variety. I've got a grape vine there. Wasn't the best location for it. And I've got to get a central leader getting that staked. But yeah, that's about it. Got a lot of raspberries just going crazy. This is the ideal location here, the most sun for the yard. But it's getting overtaken by these raspberries. I've seen a couple of honeybees, but the honeybees don't seem to even show any interest in the raspberry flowers. which I found odd. They are working, like this one lone bee was tasked with working the clover flowers in the lawn. I adjusted the lawnmower so it's kind of high so it doesn't cut the flowers off. But yeah, that's about it. So this is New England Gardening on, this is Wednesday. I don't know what this is, June 9th, maybe? And keeping an eye on these Shea Blacks. This is actually like the best fig I've had that was sort of like a dried fig with a really good seed crunch. I mean, it can't really top a Black Madeira, but a Black Madeira has, it doesn't really have a seed crunch to it, and it's more of a nice, juicy, really sweet fruit. Where this was the closest thing to the fig you get, dehydrated fig you get in those fig wheels you get in the produce department at the grocery store. I've got these cigar plants. Got to get them outside. They're starting to turn really green here, and I start to see some flowers. Did see hummingbird working the honeysuckle, and I put a nectar feeder out. And I don't know if they were just going through, the, passing by, going up north, or if they're actually any in the area. I saw one the other day, but I haven't seen anything on the feeder I just put out. I just cleaned it today. Because it's so hot out, the nectar spoils real quick, and you have to really, if you're going to feed them, you have to make sure to keep that clean. So this is New England Gardening on this hot Wednesday. I think I have to water this. Put some extra soil in that. I thought this one was mislabeled, but then I realized what I did is I came across this guy's YouTube channel, and he also sells figs. And I found his website, and I bought this directly from him off his website. Albacore de Mola Blanca. He grows figs like in New York City, like in Brooklyn or something. So kind of impressed by that fig. So I got this. I don't even see any figlets on here. Not really. But yeah, Hative Argentile. I was trying to figure out where that one was, and then I saw the label on that, and I'm like, oh, they must have sent me the wrong one, and I just realized it. But no, it's this one here. There's actually a fig on this one. And I had a UC Davis variety of the Argentile, or Hative, the Argentile. And one year I got this, it was exceptional fig on it. It was really, I think that's the one that tasted like strawberry. I've heard other people talk about figs that taste strawberry, but I've never had one except that one. And then I got rid of it. And so I don't know the source of this, if it's a UC Davis, but that's another one that I had to reacquire along with this Shea Black after experiences I had with them when growing them from cuttings that when UC Davis was actually shipping cuttings, and then figs got so popular they had to end that program. But yeah, this is New England Gardening. Just an update on the figs and some stuff going around in the garden. Thanks for watching. Okay, just a quick side here. I've got these green onions here that I planted like 2 years ago. Those store-bought green onions after I cut off what I needed. And I took them out of the ground last fall before the first hard freeze, and I had them sitting on the back porch forever, and I'm like, I might as well start throwing these out. And I started to cut these. I couldn't see, but all of a sudden I could smell onion, And these still have some bulbs associated with them. I could feel so it's like an onion. So these are on the back porch, which is getting really warm right now. And I just cut off, like I said, the ends. They were all dried out. And the roots, of course, are all dried out. But you can see there, I just cut that off. And this is still green. So I'm going to put these back in. Just put them in anywhere here. I can't get myself. That isn't. That's that weed. Some type of strange vine that showed up. I gotta get rid of. It's just showing up everywhere. Jeez. I can't get myself to. I have to dig up these. All these runners from the raspberry. But I'll just put these in a trench right here. I know that rabbits like them, so hopefully they don't nibble on them. This is really nice soil. Man, it is hot today. Yeah, bro. Let me pull it apart, get it in the trench, and fill it in. Alright, so I was off by a day. Today's June 10th. It's Wednesday. So I'll get these watered in. And they should surprisingly come back. Perpetual green onions. Right next to lavender, makes sense. Oh, where'd that one come from? Somehow that got out. I gotta put that in. Thanks for watching. So there are honeybees around. Someone's got bees. So I'll hold out hope for a swarm catch. Otherwise, it's $240 for 5-frame nukes that someone locally still has available. I don't think I have the time to keep bees anymore, but I still hold out hope catching some swarm. So this is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching.